Hello there and welcome to a new episode of our Cold Waters campaign using the Epic mod where we play as the Soviet Union in 1969 by now. I assume this will be one of the final episodes of this campaign because, well, if we look at the situation, there's not much NATO presence left here. And I assume that the campaign is broken, so once we have conquered everything we will end it ourselves. But here comes a NATO submarine force that we will be able to ambush. We have a new sonar contact bearing 293 designated Sierra 1. Let's close the distance. We are ambushing them after all. To 10 kilometers. And we have a new contact. How are the local conditions looking? Okay, let's dive below the layer. Oh, we're getting multiple contacts. Okay, actually in that case I want to check, using my periscope, which of these contacts are surface targets. Let's raise the periscope. Here it is. Okay. We have Sierra 4 on 180. Let's look at that first. Yeah, that's a ship. And we have Master 5 at 272. We already know of a submarine in the area. It has been identified. But let's keep checking the other targets here. We will not use the radar, because why would we give away our position without need? Sierra 3 is still elusive. It's at 292. So somewhere in this direction, but it's too hazy. And it's also not on the surface, it's a blue whale. Okay, in that case, down periscope, we have a dreadnought to fight. The dreadnought is above the layer, so let's go below. And let's start our pursuit of the target. Very good. Can they hear me? They can't at the moment. They are going at a speed of 12 knots. That means I have to get into his baffles if I want to catch up. They are 7.3 kilometers away. That's not a lot. We should be able to catch up to them fairly soon. And I hope that they are in fact alone. That would be amazing. Steer in this direction, please. We have just detected a Sierra 6. Okay, so at this point I assume that Sierra 6 is also an enemy submarine. That's interesting. That might be an enemy submarine that is hiding below the layer, and we just discovered it because we dipped below it. Let's see how soon my crew can identify this target. We should be in the baffles of the dreadnought. Yes, we are. But I do not want to speed up at this point before my crew has identified Sierra 6. They are working on it. I know I could do this myself. Those of you who have been following this series know that I'd like to keep it a little bit challenging. Thank you very much. And I really like to actually enjoy the benefits of my crew training, so that's why I let my crew do this. Okay, whatever Sierra 6 is, we are also behind it. So if that is another submarine, we are also in its baffles, which is good. It's a trawler. Okay, so the dreadnought is still alone. It is turning towards the right now. So we are out of his baffles again. Still, we should be able to speed up a little bit. Steer in this direction. Increase speed. 6 knots. So far so good. The dreadnought is above the layer. This is really helping us. Okay, increase the speed. Increase it even more. It's important to do it in small steps. Always have a look at the estimation of the contact's sensor capabilities. Well, look at this. This is in fact allowing us to go quite fast. And if this guy really is alone, then catching up to him will not be a problem. So far so good. Increase to 10 knots. Very nice. Change course slightly. Increase to 11. Is he changing depth at all, or is he just staying up there? For now, he is staying above the layer. Possibly searching for... Oh, okay, we lost the contact, that's not good. So now we are going so fast that the noise that we are producing and the flow noise of the water going along our hull is enough to blind our sensors to the dreadnought's presence. That's not good. If the dreadnought dips below the layer, he will hear me. Should I just risk it? And go this way, continue until we get closer, or should I maybe slow down until we are really in his baffles? Let's slow down to 10 knots and see if we can re-establish the contact with him. Let's use some time compression. No, we are not able to re-establish contact. Slow down to 5. Can we re-establish contact now? Still not. Did he slow down? Silent running. I can't tell. Okay, increase to 10. Let's mark his last known position. And let's keep closing the distance. And let's hope that we can find him again. Also, let's take the opportunity to reload this waypoint torpedo. Let's exchange it for something that we can use against submarines. That's good. We can do the same with this tube, actually. Okay, now we have a submarine-focused loadout. We are now south of that dreadnought's position. Let's turn north and go after him. I hope we will be able to find him again. Everything else would be tragic. And would have tragic consequences. I hope he doesn't get to ambush me now. But we're going at a good speed of 10 knots. He was moving at a speed of 12 knots, but there's a chance that he slowed down, in which case maybe he detects me. Okay, let's actually slow down for a moment, see if we can re-establish contact here. Use some time compression. Nothing. Okay. Come up above the layer. We should be able to regain contact, yes. Oh, and he's off to that side, okay. Let's go after him. That's very interesting. And I don't think he's very far away, actually. Not at all. He's 6.8 kilometers away. He's now going southeast. Let's actually try to get in his baffles again. Okay. Go a little deeper. And we will once again dip below the layer once we are in his baffles, and we will go after him. Go to 61 meters. Let's use some time compression. Okay, we are now just on the edge of the layer. This is good. We should be able to get in his baffles here pretty soon. Okay, right now he's opening up the distance again. That's something that I don't like. Let's dip below the layer. And you will notice how the sensor contact strength will decrease once we are below the layer. You see that big jump here. So at this point we can release from silent running. We should be safe to go up to 10 knots. Very good. And once we are in his baffles, I will be able to speed up to 15, so that we can stalk him and get closer to him. That's the plan. Let's increase speed. 11 knots. Let's hope that we don't lose the contact again. I'm surprised that he did not detect us when he made this turn. I guess the layer, well, it's a moderate layer, but it's pretty strong actually. If it was able to shield us or our noise from detection. Okay, could we please get into his baffles again? So far so good. There we are. Go up to 15. Yeah, and of course we lost him now. Still, I imagine we should be able to go this way for, well, some time before we run the risk of him turning again. So let's use time compression and let's keep closing the distance until maybe somewhere around here. Then we will slow down again, pop up above the layer and have another look. See if we can find him again. Getting a little bit closer here. And now going at the speed of 15 knots, we are closing the distance. Okay. Right now, slow down, come up above the layer. Let's find him again. Let's see where he is. Okay, we are slowly rising above the layer. There he is, right in front of us. Let my crew work on a solution, but we can already tell that we are in his baffles. By the way, I wished the game would do this in a different way. You shouldn't be able to see this information while you do not yet know the target's bearing. That seems a little bit cheaty, to be honest. I would rather have this information be unknown until we exactly know in which direction the target is traveling. But okay, it's here and, well, we are using it right now to some extent. Okay, he's facing away from us. And we will get a range reading pretty soon. Now, by this point, I'm very much convinced that he is alone. And let's actually go down to 61 meters again. Okay, we have his position, so we will get an updated range reading, 7 kilometers away. Direction of travel. Okay. Since he is alone and I am losing contact with him anytime I speed up a little bit, I will... well, I'll do it a little bit differently. I will speed up to flank speed once I go for my next little sprint. That will help us to close the distance. Because doing it like this, it's simply not good enough. Let's go deeper. Get me to 107 meters. That should allow us to sprint at full speed. Okay, we are once again below the layer. His sensors can't do anything. We are in his baffles now. So let's go. 15. 20 knots. Lost contact, as expected. Make turns for 26 knots. We are cavitating after all. I didn't think we'd be cavitating at this depth, but it does not matter much as long as we are behind him. Let's go deeper. Let's go even deeper. Wow, we are cavitating a lot, aren't we? I'm nervous. I'm always nervous when I'm cavitating. Okay, we finally stopped that. So let's increase our time compression a bit. Keep speeding up. Until we are, I don't know, about here maybe. Then we will slow down and go above the layer to reacquire the target. Yeah, well, let's do a little bit more. And with this we should have closed the distance quite a lot. Okay, let's begin to come up above the layer. Target depth is 61 meters. Slow down to 20. Good, good, good. This will help us to get up faster. Slow down to 15. Go silent. Let's hope that he didn't hear a thing. Where is he? There he is. Turn in his direction. Let's wait a little bit until the contact information has improved. He's certainly not 40 kilometers away. Yeah, that's not right. But very soon we should be able to see which direction he's facing, and that's the most important information for us right now. Where are you going? Come on.
Командир, маневр выполнен. Идем заданным курсом.
Well, he's still going away from us. Kind of. He did make a little turn, actually. Okay, it's good that he did not turn a little bit more, otherwise he might have hurt me. He's still moving at a speed of 12 knots. That didn't change. But we should have decreased the distance to him considerably with that sprint that we did. Yeah, only 5 kilometers now. He is actually cavitating himself. That makes it easy to acquire him. Okay, we will keep going this way. Hope that he doesn't turn left. Dip below the layer and prepare to increase speed. Go down to 137. And let's start to move here. Good, good, good. We did not lose the contact yet. That's amazing. Once we get closer to him, we will have to become a little bit more careful. But I think we can pull off one more fast sprint before we have to do that. Okay, flank. Let's use some time compression again. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Soon we should be able to keep contact with him even if we are going at a speed of 50 knots, so we should be able to keep it quiet, so to speak, and stay behind him reliably. Yeah, well, we won't change course yet. Let's reduce the depth. Reduce speed. I hope he didn't hear that. Go silent. Okay. We should reacquire him in a few moments. There he is. Let's see how close did we get to him. My crew is working on a target solution. We are still behind him and we are only 3 kilometers away now. Okay, if we dip below the layer and if we start moving at a speed of 50 knots, we should be able to stay behind him, right? Well, damn, I hope so. Okay, let's... Yeah, okay. We are able to keep up the contact with him. We are not losing him immediately, even though he's not cavitating anymore. So we can now keep at a speed of 50 knots and close the distance. Is he making a slight slow turn? I think he is. He's making a very lazy turn to port. So that's the stuff that you need to watch out for once you get closer to the target. Yeah. This is where you run the danger of getting out of his baffles. Let's turn this way. Stay behind him. Okay, that works. That's why right now it is very important to not overdo it with the speed and to keep in touch with him. If he makes a hard turn maybe to clear his baffles, then, oh, we have a problem. But we want to be able to see that so that we can react to it. If we go too fast and we lose contact with him, we can't see anything. But right now we are directly behind him. He's making another lazy turn to starboard. I think we should be fine-ish. Yeah, we are. He's not clearing his baffles. That will come back to bite him. Only 2 kilometers are now separating us. I will cut this corner. Because I imagine the next move that he'll make is another lazy turn to port. So at that point, being behind him like this is actually very beneficial. Okay, we should be able to see him very soon. It's only 1.6 kilometers now. Yeah, there's the turn. And that's a dangerous point right now. I need to move in this direction. This could get me out of his baffles if I'm not quick enough, but I am. Crisis averted. Let's continue after him. So far so good, and I can see a shadow there in the distance. Visual contact, which is a weird thing to say in a submarine. Visual contact, yeah, right. That's a very weird thing to say in a submarine. But we are now behind him. And we are closing the distance. By the way, how fast can this thing go? 28 knots. Yeah. Dreadnoughts have given me problems a few times in this campaign. I will make sure that I do my best to sink this thing with the opening salvo, so that we do not waste much time with him. Okay, he's making a lazy turn again, but I'm now firmly behind him. There's no way he's getting me out of his baffles with such a small turn. We are keeping behind him, you can see the shadow there. Very good. Oh, this is so good. This guy is so done. He has no idea. He has no idea at all. We just keep closing the distance. We are now at 800 meters, which is absolutely nothing. So realistically speaking, you wouldn't want to get this close. That's not a good thing to do, obviously. But since this is a game and the Epic mod makers decided to, I don't know, do something stupid, the AI will notice torpedoes behind it. So I cannot simply, as would be done in real life, fire a torpedo from, I don't know, about 1 kilometer in his baffles that goes after it. I have to get this close if I want my torpedoes to be able to engage him before he has a chance to start going evasive. It's a little bit stupid, I know, but it's also kind of interesting to get this close to the enemy. It really is. Okay. We are almost where I want to be before I fire my torpedoes. Yes, I want to be very close to the target. You will see why in just a moment. Look at this. Isn't this a pretty picture? And he still has no idea that I'm here. No idea at all. What if we switch to this guy? Hehe, that's a nice picture. Hi there! Oh, it's a little bit evil. Okay. Speed of 12 knots. We will match speed soon. Our torpedoes are set up to go. Okay, he is at a depth of about, I don't know, 30-40 meters, something like that. Oh, he's actually making a slow turn right now. Decrease speed. Come up to 61. Oh, you are so done. Okay, let's wait for him to finish this turn. Ah, he is not getting me out of his baffles. I will stay there. Okay. Let's bring our tail around. Okay, ready to fire. Do I use the 400mm torpedo on him? Always risky, but we are very close. I might risk it, but first we will cripple him with one of these. Let's make sure that we get him. Torpedo will activate almost immediately. Okay. Fire. He fired, but I don't think he's counting on my torpedo, or well, on me being this close to him. So first torpedo was a hit, second torpedo has passed his noisemaker and is coming after him. Should get him, right? Right? Oh, damn it. Are you kidding me? Wow, he's diving hard. That is a serious dive, Jesus Christ. Let's go after him. Is my torpedo still behind him? It is. But he will drop another noisemaker in just a moment and the torpedo has been thrown off. I cannot believe how crap these torpedoes are. Fire another torpedo. Prepare the next one, start reloads. Torpedo has acquired. And this is a fast one. So it is going directly after him, and he's not able to outrun that torpedo. Ideally, my first torpedo should have completely blown off his screw. Oh, and here's my own torpedo somewhere very close to me. Hi there! Don't discover me. Don't tell me you discovered me. You have to be kidding me, right? No, it's going for a noisemaker. Oh, thank God. There goes the dreadnought. We didn't catch that right now. There he is. Flooding. And I think this slow torpedo has now acquired the wreck and is going after it. Or is it? Not sure what it's going after. Yeah, it is going after the wreck. Okay, in that case, let us go up to periscope depth. Let's go fast. Let's get away from that torpedo. So yeah, using these slow torpedoes, it just does not work. It just doesn't. Maybe if I fired this one first, but I don't know, it's important to get in a hit as soon as possible if you want to make sure that you sink these things. Oh, the slow torpedo found it on the bottom of the seafloor. I don't know. Some things in the Epic mod are just, well, really not good. When a submarine takes damage such as that, it shouldn't be able to continue at full speed. But we made it, so... Weapons nearby. Oh, his torpedoes, okay. Have to wait for those, okay. Let's wait a little bit. Yeah, he was not anticipating that I was this close, so his torpedoes are only now activating. Far, far, far behind where I really was. That's alright. Can I leave? No. Not yet. Yeah, his torpedoes are searching, but now they're running out of steam and we can leave combat. There was only one dreadnought and we sunk it. Continue to complete the tasks. And my task is to stay right here and intercept anything that comes along. That's what we'll continue to do in the next episode. Well, thank you very much for watching. That was interesting. A lot of sneakiness, but also a short and intense fight. I hope you liked it. Have some great days and I hope I'll see you again next time. Until then, goodbye.